bride-to-be are making plans for their wedding day when Aegeus, one of the Duke's royal subjects, comes to visit. He is unhappy because his daughter Hermia will not agree to marry Demetrius, the man whom she has promised. "I've promised my daughter to Demetrius," Aegeus tells the Duke, "and she refuses to obey my wishes." Hermia tells the Duke she can't marry Demetrius because she's in love with another man, but it doesn't matter. The Duke informs Hermia that she has to obey her father's wishes. She has three choices: marry Demetrius, be put to death, or live in a convent as a nun. She has 4 days to make her decision. Hermia is devastated with the news. Afterward, Lysander, the man Hermia loves, comes to her with a plan. He and Hermia will secretly steal away the next night and travel through the forest away from Athens. Their journey will take them to another city where they can marry legally. Helena, Hermia's best friend, is heartbroken over the situation, for she is in love with Demetrius. She wishes she were marrying him instead of Hermia, but Demetrius loves Hermia. Hermia and Lysander tell Helena of their plan to escape the following night and swear her to secrecy. Unfortunately for Hermia and Lysander, Helena does not keep their secret. She decides to tell Demetrius of their plan, hoping he will be so thankful that he will reject Hermia and love her instead. Meanwhile, a troupe of part-time actors meet to learn about their next play. Peter Quince, the writer of the play, assigns everyone to a part. The play will be called The Most Lamentable Comedy and Most Cruel Death of Pyramus and Thisbe. Nick Bottom is happy to hear that he will be the star of the play, Pyramus. Francis Flute will play the role of Thisbe. Flute begs Quince not to make him play a woman, but Quince insists. "You shall wear a mask to hide your face," Quince tells him. Quince quickly assigns the other roles in the play to the remaining actors. Snug will play the lion, Starveling, Thisbe's mother, Snout, Pyramus's father, and himself, Thisbe's father. Everyone worries that the lion will frighten the ladies in the audience. That would mean a trip to jail or even death for the actors. Nevertheless, rehearsal for the play is scheduled for the following night in the woods, so no one will be able to see the play before the Duke and his wedding guests.
4 days, Hippolyta. 4 more days. The new moon then brings us our wedding day. Time cannot pass fast enough.
4 days will quickly become nights. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my story and won thy love, but now I will wed thee with festivities and merriment.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, Cornelius. What's news with thee?
Full of vexation I come, with complaint against my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man has my consent to marry Hermia. Stand forth, Lysander. This man has bewitched the heart of my daughter, and she has fallen in love with him. He has tricked her with trinkets and baubles, bracelets, and sweetmeats. Lysander turned her obedience to me into stubborn harshness. The ancient law of Athens gives me the right to demand she marry Demetrius or have her put to death.
What say you, Hermia? I know Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
I wish for a moment my father could see with my eyes.
So order you to look through his eyes, fair maid.
I entreat your grace to pardon me. I ask that you tell me the worst thing that may befall me if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die of death, or to live forever without a husband in a nunnery.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord.
Take some time to pause, and by the next new moon, the wedding day of my love and me, will you prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, wed Demetrius as he wishes, or agree to live as a nun for the rest of your life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy praised title to my certain right.
I am, my lord, as well possessed as he. My fortunes are just as great, and my love is more than his. Demetrius himself once loved the daughter's daughter Helena and won her soul. She now dotes upon this inconstant man.
I must confess that I've heard, and thought to speak of it with Demetrius, but I did not remember. But now, Demetrius and Aegeus, both of you, come with me, and I will counsel you privately. Hermia, look to fit your fancies to your father's will.
With duty and desire we follow you. How now, my love, why is your cheek so pale? The course of true love never did run smooth. Hear me, Hermia, I have a widow aunt with great revenue and has no child. Her house is only 7 leagues from Athens, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee where Athenian law cannot pursue us? Steal forth from my father's house tomorrow night and meet me in the woods.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow. Yes!
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Greetings, fair Helena.
Call you me fair? If only I were as fair as thee. Demetrius loves your fairness. If only my ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frown teach my smile such a skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love. The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hates me.
Take comfort, Helena. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will leave this place.
Helena, we will tell you our secret. Tomorrow night, under full moon, Hermia and I will steal through Athens' gate.
We will meet in the woods and be gone from Athens forever. Until tomorrow, Lysander.
Until then, everyone.
How happy others can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. Love can transpose form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. But wait, I will tell Demetrius of Hermia's plans. Then to the woods he will go tomorrow night after her. If he only thanks me, that is the price I must pay. But I mean to have his love when he returns.
Is all our company here? Call everyone's name, man by man, according to the script. I have searched for the finest masters of acting in Athens. Here is the scroll of every man's name in our play, to be performed before the Duke and the Duchess on their way. First, good Peter, tell us what the play is about, and read the names of the actors. Our play is called The Most Lamentable Comedy and Most Cruel Death of Pyramus and Thisbe. A very good piece of work, I assure you, and very funny. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by a scroll. Answer as I call. Nick Bottom, the Weaver. Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed. You, Nick Bottom, shall play Pyramus. Who is Pyramus? A lover who kills himself most gallantly for love. Francis Flute, the bellows mender. Here, Peter Quince. Flute, you must be Thisbe. Who is Thisbe, a wandering knight? It is the lady who Pyramus loves.
Oh no, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Have it not, for you shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you can in a woman's voice. Proceed, Peter Quince. Robin Starveling, the tailor. Here, Peter Quince. Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince. Snout, you shall play Pyramus's father, and I Thisbe's father. Snub, the joiner, you play the lion. And that, I hope, is the making of a play.
Have you written the lion's part yet? If you have, please let me have a copy, for I'm slow to study and need plenty of time to memorize.
You may do it without a written script, for it is nothing but roar.
Let me play a lion too. I will roar until every man's heart get to hear me. I shall roar and make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again!
And you will do it too terribly and frighten the Duchess and ladies that they would shriek, and that would be enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
Bottom, you can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, and a most gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What color beard would I play at best?
Whatever you wish.
I will color it in either straw color, orange tawny, purple and green, or perfect yellow.
Very well. Masters, here are your parts. Here. I request that you memorize them by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace woods so that we may rehearse by noon. If we meet in the city, we will have many onlookers, and our play will be known to all. I ask you, fail me not.
We'll meet, and there we will rehearse most courageously. Take pain, be perfect, adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
In the very same woods that night, Puck, a lively sprite, meets with a fairy. This fairy is an attendant to Titania, queen of the fairies. Puck is known throughout the forest as a creator of great mischief among mortals. Many tales have been told of how he causes stools to break under old women as they sit, turns milk sour, and snaps up gossips like a crab. Be certain Titania did not encounter King Oberon tonight, he tells the fairy. Oberon is very angry with her. Oberon, king of the fairies, wanted a child Titania has taken from an Indian king. The child belonged to a friend of Titania's who died in childbirth. King Oberon thought the child would make an excellent personal attendant, and when Titania refused to go with the child, Oberon became extremely upset. Soon after, as Puck and the fairy look on, Oberon and Titania meet in the forest clearing. Again, Oberon asks Titania for the child, and again she refuses. After Titania leaves with her train, Oberon decides to punish her for her insolence and devises a plan. Find the flower that makes a person, upon awakening, fall in love with the first living thing seen, he tells Puck. He then sends Puck on a mission to find the flower and bring it back to him. The moment Puck leaves, Demetrius and Helena stumble into the clearing. Oberon stays behind to watch them. Demetrius is searching for Hermia and Lysander, having heard from Helena that they escaped into the forest that night. Helena persistently follows him. I do not love you, so stop following me, Demetrius tells her. Helena proclaims she can't live without him. Very well, Demetrius replies. I will leave you alone in the woods. He leaves her alone in the darkness, and though Helena tries to follow, she is unable to keep up. Seeing this, Oberon feels disgusted with Demetrius' behavior and decides to get involved in the lives of these two young Athenians. When Puck returns with the flower, Oberon instructs him to take some of the flower juice and place it on the eyes of a man wearing Athenian clothing. The juice should only be placed on the man's eye when Puck is ready to see Helena when he first wakes up, thereby falling in love with her.
Oberon sends Puck on his way, and then goes in search of Titania. He finds Titania asleep on a bed of flowers. He carefully squeezes some of the flower juice on her eyelids and then disappears. Meanwhile, Lysander and Hermia have become lost in the woods. They decide to rest and continue their journey in the morning. Puck comes upon the two sleeping Athenians and places the flower juice on Lysander's eyelids, mistaking him for Demetrius. Both men are wearing Athenian clothing, so Puck is none the wiser. In another part of the woods, Helena, tired of trying to keep up with Demetrius, and decided to try her way home. Suddenly, she comes upon the sleeping Lysander and Hermia. Helena wakes Lysander, and since she is the first living thing he lays the eyes on, he falls madly in love with her. Through fire I will run for thy sweet sake, he proclaims. Shocked and bewildered, Helena believes Lysander mocks her at some cruel joke. She knows he is really in love with Hermia, and she storms off angrily. Lysander runs after her. Hermia then awakens to find her Lysander gone. She has been having a bad nightmare and is desperate for his comfort. She gets up and decides to try and find him.
How now, Fairy? From where do you wander? Over hill, over dale, over pond, over pear, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere. I serve the fairy queen. But farewell, thou lord of spirits. I'll now be gone. The queen and all her heirs come here anon.
The fairy king Oberon comes here for a celebration tonight.
Take care, the queen comes not within his sight. Oberon is angry at the queen. She has with her a child stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon wants the child for his servant. But the queen will not give him to Oberon. She loves him like her own child. Are you not that knavish sprite named Robin Goodfellow, the one who frightens young maidens in the village, the one who misleads people traveling at night, laughing at their home? Those that know you call you Puck. Thou speakst right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest with Oberon and make him smile at the pranks I play on others. Sometimes an old woman mistakes me for a stool. Slip from under her and down she tumbles. Other times, I lurk in a gossip soup bowl looking like a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I pinch. A merry hour is never wasted there. But beware, fairy, here comes Oberon. And here comes my mistress, the queen. I wish that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Do you still want the child?
Am I not thy king?
Then I must be thy lady, but I do not live as such.
Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child from me. His mother was my friend, but being mortal, of that boy she did die. And for her sake, I do rear up her boy. I will not part with him.
How long do you intend to stay in these woods?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you wish, dance patiently an hour round, and you may may go with us. If not, shun me, and I will avoid thee as well.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away!
Will go thy way. Thou shalt not leave these woods, so I torment thee for this injury. Puck, come hither. Didst thou remember once at sea I heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back making such sweet sounds with her voice that the rude sea grew calm at her song?
I remember.
On that night Cupid shot an arrow and missed. I know where it landed, on a little purple flower. The maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, Puck. The juice of that flower on sleeping eyes will make any man and woman fall madly in love with the next live creature it sees.
I'll have it for you in 40 minutes.
Having this juice from the purple flower, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquid into her eyes. The first thing she looks upon when she wakes, be it lion, bear, wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or busy ape, she will pursue it with the soul of love. And when I break the spell, I will make her give the child to me. But who comes here? I shall be invisible and overhear their conference.
I do not love you, so follow me back! You draw me You draw me here, I can't help it. My heart is as true as steel.
Do I entice you? Do I say nice things to you? Do I pretend to love you? Or do I speak the truth and tell you that I cannot love you?
And for that I love you all the more.
I shall run from thee and hide in the darkness and leave you to the mercy of the wild beasts.
Run when you will, I will follow.
Let me go. Or if you follow me, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief here in the wood.
I'll follow thee and make a heaven of the underworld, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Though he leaves this grove, thou shalt find him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower?
Ah, here it is.
Good. Give it to me. Now listen carefully. There is a bank where the wild thyme grows. There Titania sleeps through the night. I'll streak her eyes with the juice of the flower and make her full of fantasies. Take thou some of it and look through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes with the flower juice only after you are sure that the lady is the next thing he sees. You will know the man by seeing clothing he wears. Take care and meet me here at dawn.
Fear not, my lord, the servant says. Come now, fairies, sing me asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
What you see when you wake, it will be that true love. Be it cat or bear or a boar with bristled hair. When you wake, it is that deer. Wake when something vile is near.
Fair love, you are tired from this long walk, and truth be told, I have lost our way. Let us rest here. I shall sleep upon this bank of flowers, and I will this tree. Good night. Until tomorrow. Through the forest I have gone. Wait! What is this? Clothed in Walden's doth you wear. This is he, my master said, who despised the Athenian maid that sleeps nearby. Upon my eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When you wake, let love set his seat on the island. But to wake when I am gone, for I must return to Overall. Stay, even if thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee, do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
I am out of breath on this long chase. But who is here? Lysander?
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Helena, it is you. You are the one I have always loved. Where is Demetrius? That vile name will perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. Though he loves your Hermia, she loves only you. Be content.
Content with Hermia? Is not Hermia but Helena I love, who would not change a chicken for a dove.
Why do you tease me so? When did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough that I can never deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, being without my insufficiency? Farewell, Lysander. I must confess, I thought you a more gentle man. season on Hermia. Hermia thinks thou and never comes near me again.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my chest. Oh me, it was just a dream. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you were smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, where are you? I swoon almost with fear. I must find you.
Act 3. In the woods near where Titania lies asleep, the acting troupe begins rehearsal. The wrong line will be too ferocious for the ladies in the audience, so the actor will explain he's not really a lion, but a man dressed as a lion. Puck comes upon the rehearsing group and watches for a few moments, imagining what sort of mischief he might cause. Aha! As Nick Bottom comes in to say his part, Puck changes his head into that of a donkey. Upon seeing this, Peter Quince cries, "Oh monsters! Oh snakes! We are haunted! Help!" The actors run away from Bottom and his donkey head, much to Puck's amusement. Imagining his friends are playing a mean joke on him, Bottom begins to sing so they won't think he's afraid of being in the forest alone. Titania awakens at the sound of his singing and falls instantly in love. The queen of the fairies summons her attendants to fawn over Bottom, feeding him, scratching him behind his long ears, and making him ever so comfortable. Puck returns to Oberon to tell him of his excellent work. As they speak, Demetrius and Hermia appear. Hermia ran into Demetrius in a search for Lysander, and now he will not leave her alone. Demetrius professes his love for Hermia, just as before. But Hermia is convinced that Demetrius has harmed Lysander. She curses him, demanding Lysander be returned. Demetrius insists he hasn't even seen Lysander, but Hermia runs away, determined to find her alone. Demetrius, growing weary of the chase, lies down and falls asleep. After observing the scene, Oberon is furious with Puck. "What hast thou done?" he demands. "You have laid the potion on the wrong man. It was this Athenian on whom you were to place the flower juice." Puck tells Oberon it is an honest mistake, since both men are wearing Athenian clothing. "Go find help," Oberon instructs him. "In the meantime, I will place the potion on the sleeping Demetrius' eyes, and be sure that Helena is the first person he sees when he wakes up."
Soon, Helena and Lysander wander by where Demetrius sleeps. Helena wants nothing to do with Lysander, and still searches for Demetrius, whom she loves. Demetrius wakes up when he hears them, and upon seeing Helena, falls instantly in love with her. "Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect divine," he cries. Helena is shocked. She can hardly believe Demetrius is being truthful, and is sure he and Lysander are playing a cruel joke on her. "What about Hermia?" Lysander asked Demetrius. "I thought you loved her." "My love for Hermia is melted as the snow," Demetrius replies. "I love Helena." Hermia shows up moments later, only to find that Lysander is no longer in love with her, but with Helena. Both she and Helena are shocked and amazed. Now Helena believes Lysander, Demetrius, and her best friend, Hermia, are all trying to make a fool out of her. Demetrius and Lysander agree to fight to the death to see who will win Helena's heart, and they leave for a better spot to duel. Helena and Hermia argue and accuse each other and eventually part as ways as bitter enemies. Hoping to correct the confusion, Oberon commands Puck to cause a great fog to fall over the forest, so the two men cannot find each other and fight. Calling to each other, Lysander and Demetrius are separated further and further by Puck's tricks. Soon, Lysander and Demetrius both tire and fall asleep. Meanwhile, Helena, looking for a way back to Athens, and Hermia, searching for Lysander, also lie down and fall asleep. Now that all four Athenians are asleep, Puck applies the flower juice to Lysander's eyes, so he will again be in love with Hermia.
Are we all here? Here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, and we shall rehearse in action, as if before the do.
Peter Quince,
What say you, Bully Bottom?
there's things in the comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never lose. First, Pyramus was trying to kill himself, which the ladies in the audience will not like.
I believe we must leave the keel in when all is done.
Not necessary. I know how to fix this. Write me a prologue saying that we will do no harm with our swords and that Pyramus is not the weaver. And tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the weaver. And this will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider that bringing a lion among ladies is the most dreadful thing. There is none more fearful animal than a living lion, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
You must say his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck. And he himself must speak through the man, saying, Fair ladies, I request you not tremble nor fear, for I am not really a lion, but a man, as other men are.
Well, it shall be so.
Does the moon shine the night we do our play?
Yes, we have to have someone come in with a lantern and say he comes to represent moonshine.
And some man or other must represent a wall. Let him hold his fingers thus. Through the cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Very well, come sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. After you have spoken your speech, enter into that hedge, and so everyone according to his cue.
What homespuns have we straggling here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play? I'll be an Altia and an act or two, perhaps, if I see calls.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand for.
Thisbe the flowers, odious, savor, sweet.
Odors, odors, not odious.
Odor, savor, sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe. But hark!
A stranger Pyramus that never played here. Must I speak now?
Aye, you must, for you must understand. He goes to see a noise here and shall come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninny's tomb, not Ninny's tomb, and you say that part after you answer to Pyramus. Wait for your cue.
If I were fair, Thisbe, our only eyes.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Run! Everyone, help!
I see their neighbors, strike ass of me, to frighten me. They shall hear that I am not afraid. They have so black of hue, with thorns on his bill. The fossil with his notes of truth, the run with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my cloud? Gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamored of thy note. On first view, to swear, I love thee.
I do not deserve your love. I only wish to escape from this wood.
Do not desire to go out of this wood. Thou shalt remain here, as I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend to thee. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, mustard seed.
Ready?
And I.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with honey, apricots, and dewberries. Nod to him, else, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal!
I'm pleased to meet you all.
Come, wait upon him, and lead him to my bower. Oh, how I... Oh, sorry.
I wonder if Titania is awake and what came first to her eye.
Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit?
The queen is in love with the most. I affixed an ass's head to an object in the forest, and she, upon awakening, saw him face.
This has turned out better than I hoped. Hast thou also fixed the eyes of the young Athenian I bid thee do?
Yes, while he was sleeping near the Athenian woman.
Stand close. This is the same scheme you speak of.
This is the woman, not the man. Where is my Lysander? What have you done to him? Other Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hound.
Hast thou slain him then? Hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, henceforth be never numbered among men.
You're wasting your breath. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood.
Tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what would I get?
The privilege to see me no more. See me no more whether he be dead or not.
There is no following her in this bear sleep. Therefore, for a while I will remain here.
placed the love you found the wrong man. Go find Helena of Athens. She was likely sick and pale. I'll charm this man's eyes when she appears. Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink into the apple of his eye. When his love he thou espy, that her shines gloriously as Venus of the sky.
When I see returned and you, pleading for her love,
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to wait.
Why should you think I'm more unjust? I speak the truth. I love you.
Those vows are Hermia's. You give them to her?
I had no judgment into hers. Demetrius loves her, not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, you are perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eyes? Oh, let me kiss thy hand.
Oh, Spike, I see you all bent set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me this much injury.
You were unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. You love Hermia. This you know, I know.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will not. If I ever loved her, all that love is gone. My heart is now with Helena, and there it will remain.
Lysander, why did thou leave me so?
Why should I stay when love told me to go?
What love stole you from my side?
The love for fair Helena and the hate I bear made me leave you so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Well, she is one of his confederacy. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired with these two men to bait with this foul derision?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me. You thief of love, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fie, you tear impatient answers from my tongue. You counterfeit, you puppet.
Puppet? Why so? How did you prevail? Because I'm shorter than you, thou painted maypole? I'm not so low that my nails would fail to reach your eyes.
I will take my leave of you, my former friend. To Athens I will return.
Get you gone then. Who keeps you here?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Get you gone, dwarf, you minimus of knotgrass maid, you bee, you acorn.
Let her alone, Lysander. Let the two of us depart together, being settled this matter quickly.
You mistress, all this trouble is because of you. Go not back.
I will not trust you here alone, nor can I stay in your company. Farewell.
I'm amazed. I know not what to say.
This is all your fault. Did you make a mistake or did you do this on purpose?
Believe me, King of Shadows, I made a mistake. Did you not tell me I would know the man by the Athenian garment he had on?
Thou now seest two men seeking a place to fight. Therefore, Robin, overcast the night with a drooping black fog to lead them astray from one another. Then, tired with wandering, they will sleep. Crush the flower juice into Lysander's eye to take all error from him with his might. When they next awake, this delusion shall seem a dream.
I shall. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak now.
Come hither, I am here.
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to play the ground.
Lysander, where art thou? Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled?
Coward, art thou belonging to the stars? Come, little child, I'll whip thee with a stick. I need draw no sword on thee.
He goes before me and still dares me on. Wherever he goes where I call, then he is gone. I am tired and will rest here for a while.
Lysander, where art thou now? Thou dare not stand or look me in the face.
Come hither, I am here.
Thou mockest me. Thou shalt pay dearly if I ever see thy face by morning. Now, go thy way. Fate has kept me from following thee.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Upon daylight I will find my way back to Athens, away from those whose company I detest. But now, to sleep, steal my way from my own company.
Yet but 3. Just one more I need to finish my deed. Never so weary, never so in woe. I can no further crawl, no further go. Here I will rest till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they meet a fray. On the ground, sleep sound. While light your eye, gentle lover. When thou wake, thou wilt take true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eyes. Then all will be well.
Act 4. In another part of the woods, Nick Bottom is enjoying his treatment by Queen Titania and her servants. He orders them around, has them bring food, sit to him, and of course, scratch behind his large ears. However, all the activity tires Bottom, and he falls asleep in Titania's arms. Observing this, Oberon is delighted with the results of his scheme. He has punished Titania well enough for refusing him to give him the young child, and in her strange state, she has agreed to give him the boy. Now Oberon begins to feel sorry for his wife and decides it is time to end the spell. As Titania sleeps, Oberon applies the flower juice to her eyes and then awakens her. "Oberon," the queen cries, "I had visions that I was in love with an ass." "There lies your love," says Oberon, pointing to Bottom. "Oh, how disgusting!" Titania exclaims. "How did this happen?" "Never mind," Oberon replies, comforting her. "Now, Puck, replace this man's head and let us celebrate." The wedding day of Theseus and Hippolyta has now arrived. Theseus called for a hunt to find a large animal to roast at the feast. As Theseus, Hippolyta, and their friend Aegeus walk toward the hunting grounds, they come upon 4 sleeping Athenians: Hermia, Lysander, Helena, and Demetrius. Hearing noises, they wake up surprised and startled. "Isn't this the day that Hermia must decide her fate, whether she marry Demetrius as you command her, be put to death, or live in a nunnery?" asks Theseus. "It is," Aegeus replies.
The Duke asks the young men how they came together in the forest since they are bitter enemies. The 4 young Athenians seem confused and groggy and have no answers to his questions. Aegeus asks for the law to come down on Lysander's head for trying to escape with his daughter Hermia, but Demetrius protests, claiming he now loves Helena and no longer wants to marry Hermia. The Duke is delighted that everyone seems to be getting along, and proclaims that Hermia no longer has to marry Demetrius, since he is happily in love with another woman.
"Aegeus," the Duke proclaims, "there shall indeed be a wedding as you had planned, but it shall be sooner than later, for in the temple by and by with us shall these couples be wed. Now let us return to Athens for a feast."
After the Duke and his train leave, 4 young Athenians stand alone for a few moments. They are confused, and none of them quite remember what happened the night before. It is as though it was all a dream. Pondering these thoughts, they make their way to the temple. When Bottom wakes up, he imagines for a moment that he is still rehearsing for the play.
"Most fair Pyramus."
He recites, half asleep.
"Wait a moment. Where's everyone? I thought I was, but then I was. Oh, it must have been a dream. And what a dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to expound all this dream."
Back in Quince's house, the other actors worry about Bottom.
"Without him, the play is doomed,"
Quince exclaims. Just then, Bottom enters the room, changed back into his human form. The other actors want to know what happened, but Bottom insists. They hurry to the Duke's palace to perform their play.
Come, sit thee down on this flowery bed while I kiss thy fair large ears.
Where is my Fuse Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Fuse Blossom.
Will you hear some music, my sweet love?
Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or, sweet love, say what you desire to eat.
I could munch on some good dry oats, but first sleep comes upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. You see this sight? But now her guilty eye begin to pity. She has fallen so deeply in love with this creature that she agreed
to give me the child, I thought. Now I can remove the spell, and you must remove the head from this Athenian. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen. Methought I was in love with an ass.
There lies her love, no fear.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head.
When thou wake, let thine own fool eyes peep.
Now, my queen, in silence sad, swiftly after the night shade.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that I was sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
We shall hunt the large boar for our feast. First off, what ribs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter Hermia, here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is, and this Helena. I wonder how they got here together.
Speaking of this, is it not the day that Hermia should give fancy us for choice?
It is, my lord.
Pardon, my lord. All of you, please rise. How came you two here together? I know you two are rival enemies.
My lord, I shall reply as amazingly, still half asleep, but I cannot truly say how I came here. But I think I came here with Hermia to escape from the peril of the Athenian law. Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. My daughter's to be Demetrius' wife.
My lord, fair Helena told me of their plans, and I followed them into the woods. I cannot say by what power, my lord, my love to Hermia seems to be melted as the snow. My heart belongs to Helena.
What fair lovers, what fortunate circumstances! Of this discourse we shall hear more. For by and by in the temple these couples shall be wed. Egeus, I will overbear you well. Away with us to Athens. We'll hold the feast. Come, Hippolyta. When my king comes, call me, and I'll answer. My next sign is most fair Paramus. Hi-ho! Peter Quince, Loot, Snout, they've left, and I fell asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. That's not a man to say the dream it was. Man is but an ass if he goes to expound on it. I will get Peter Quince to try to ballad up the stream. It shall be called Bottom Stream, because it has no bottom, and I will sing it at the end of the play.
Searched Bottom's house? Is he home yet? He cannot be heard of. If he doesn't come, the play is marred. He is the best actor of any man in Athens. Only he can play Pyramus. Oh, sweet bully Bottom, where is he gone? Bottom! A most courageous day, a most happy hour. Tell us what happened.
Not a word of me. All I'm going to tell you is that the Duke has done. Get your costumes together, good strings to our beards, and meet me presently at the palace. Every man look over his part, and most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, fear to utter sweet breath, and they will say it was a sweet company. Away, away! Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Call Philistine.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Act 5. At the palace, Philostrate, Theseus' entertainment advisor, informs Theseus about the play. Philostrate tells him the actors are amateurs, and the play is very simple. Perhaps they should forget the play and enjoy other entertainment instead. He suggests, I will hear that play. Theseus insists.
For never can anything be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it.
As the play unfolds, the Duke, his wife, and the 4 young Athenians poke fun at the ridiculous dramatics displayed before them. The play is a tragedy about Pyramus and Thisbe, 2 lovers separated by a wall. When kissing through a crack in the wall doesn't work, they agree to meet that night at a family tomb. Unfortunately, an unfriendly lion chases Thisbe away from the tomb before Pyramus arrives. Pyramus, upon seeing Thisbe's bloody decay, assumes she is dead and kills himself. Thisbe, having escaped the lion, returns to find her Pyramus dead at the tomb. She then kills herself as well. As the play comes to an end, Bottom asks if he should provide an epilogue. Theseus can take the melodramatics no longer and kindly tells Bottom to forget the epilogue because it is late and time for bed. As everyone goes off to their newly bedrooms, the fairies gather together in the palace. Titania blesses the newly married couples, and the fairies stray throughout the house to tend the dreams of the lovers.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Philostrate, what is planned for our entertainment this evening?
There is a play, my lord, but it is not for you. It is nothing unless you can find some sport there intense, extremely stressed to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never can anything be amiss when simpleness is beautiful. Alright, go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
Oh, what grim night! Oh, wall! Oh, sweet wall that stands between her father's drowning mind. Thanks, courageous wall. What I see? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, good God, through whom I see no bliss. Oh, wall, often you have heard my cries for parting my Pyramus and me. I see a voice. I return to the correct spot. Thisbe, oh Thisbe, kiss me through the cracking wall. I kiss the wall's crack, not your lips at all. Will you meet me at Nini soon right away?
I come without delay. I have done my part, and now be done. Away wall doth go. This is the silliest stuff I've ever heard.
You can imagine the words of them, the may of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Look, here come 2 noble beasts, a man and a lion.
Ladies, do not fear. Know that I am Snug the Joiner, only a man.
I am the man on the moon, and that is all I have to say. This is old Minnie's tomb. Where is my love? Oh.
Oh. Moonshine lion. No.
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, man.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the line vanished.
What dreadful doll is here? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle, stained with blood since the lion has here devoured my dear, that lived, that loved, that looked with cheer, outsword and wound the heart of Pyramus. Thus I die, thus, now I am dead. Moon, take thy flight. Now I die.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will fly to my starlight and her passion ends to play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief. Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. Come, trusty sword, my breast embrew. And farewell, friends, thus Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu.
Moonshine lion left to bury his dead.
I am Walt too.
No, I assure you, the wall is not that part of their fathers. Would it please you to see that epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray him, and appointed no excuse. Never excuse. For long the place of death there need be never into his land. Let your epilogue alone. It's now midnight. Sweet friends, to bed!
Now, it is the time of night that the graves, all gaping wide, let forth their sprite. And we fairies that do run from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
From now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. So shall all the couples three ever true and loving be. Through this palace with sweet peace, ever shall in safety rest, and the owner of it blessed. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That we have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And these weak and idle themes, no more yielding, but a dream. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Go, don't see you tomorrow, have a great summer.
We'll wait down in the lobby. But I would try. But we haven't to go out and everything. Yeah.
So where do we, in the default, wind up meeting you for
Just
lunch?
by the security. Well, we'll meet by the
that has the wings and with the brown.